Spoiler alert, by the way. My guest tonight, writer for TVSquad.com, Kevin Kelly is here, and from Variety, our favorite TV critic, Michael Schneider is here.
Hey.
Gentlemen, welcome back to The Loop. All eyes were on Lost last night, of course. It was the finale of the show's third season. I heard it wasn't half bad. Michael, was last night's episode, did it have a big enough cliffhanger to get those fans that are, they're going to come back next January?
Two words, kick ass.
Okay.
This was an awesome episode. And I, first of all, I wasn't one of those haters who fell out halfway through the year like some people who I won't mention.
Thank you for relating to the youth demo, though, by haters. I appreciate the proper pronunciation.
Well, you know, I come from the future. But the show was great all season, but I think it definitely redeemed itself for the haters out there. And this final episode answered a lot of questions. It told us for the first time that these guys actually do get recovered from the island, which we didn't know before, and tons of stuff like that. And it also opened up the box for a ton more questions. I mean, it's what you wanted in a finale. It delivered in my book.
Well, I got to go to Kevin then, because he was one of those haters. So tell. Oh wait, you're hiding your face in shame already, Mr. Kelly.
The witness protection program. I was told. What's going on?
What did you think?
I thought it was great. Although I don't agree with Michael. It wasn't great all season. There were some really bad episodes this season. In fact, when I was here before, I totally did not like Lost. I was ready to say no thanks and take it off the season pass.
Someone drank some haterade.
I had a case of it sitting around. I got to get rid of it.
Well, Kev, I mean, it's obvious that some people say Heroes has learned lessons from Lost about answering questions while simultaneously asking more, but do you think Lost learned anything from the Heroes fans?
No, I think Lost just kind of learned to go back to its roots and to be what it was when we first loved it. We returned to some of the key storytelling, the key characters. We stopped getting strange storylines like the weird Romeo-Juliet poison spider thing this season, which was bizarre.
So back to polar bears and smoke monsters, which make a ton more sense. All right.
Walt, we saw Walt again, so hey.
Exactly. Of course, Walt is now 55 and 6'5", but still.
Deep-voiced as well.
It's
nice
Walt
to see
nonetheless.
him back.
All
Exactly.
right. Now, Heroes started off the season as a show that only nerds were supposed to like, but as the year progressed, I think the audience grew, and now it seems that everybody's cool with superpowers. Michael, did you expect Heroes to become this big of a hit?
I don't think any of us did. Heroes wasn't at the top of anyone's list, but it came on and it did huge from the beginning, and sort of it was the one real hit of the fall season this year, and that's why you're seeing a ton more shows with sort of a sci-fi bent coming on next year. But it's interesting. Heroes started out strong, and it kind of limped a little bit to the finish, just the opposite of what most people said happened to Lost.
So you think they were a little wounded towards the end?
Yeah, I think there was some disappointment in the finale. I don't think I think we were waiting for something big, just like Lost. Lost delivered. Heroes, not quite. I mean, there are a lot more questions, and in a way, Heroes is starting to sort of suffer from some of the same issues that I think Lost did earlier this year.
That's quite a red flag, Kevin. I mean, I understand what Michael's saying this year, building all season to what was supposed to be a climactic ending, giant explosion, rocking New York City. What did you think of the finale? Did it fizzle out?
I don't think any finale they could have shot would have pleased everybody. It seemed like they had made it so it had to be so huge that we were going to be disappointed no matter what. I actually did like the finale, and I like the fact that after it was over, we spent hours talking about it. What does this mean, and how come this, and da-da-da. I mean, there wasn't the big climactic exploding man, and the title of the finale was How to Stop an Exploding Man.
Right.
So you did kind of feel a little let down, but as far as character development went and the usage of everybody in that finale scene, I actually really liked it. So I was pleased. I don't know what's wrong with Michael. He come on.
Michael, what do you think we can expect for next season from Heroes?
From Heroes, it's a good question. I mean, I think there are sort of a lot of questions about now. Why didn't some of the characters use their powers at the end of the year? And I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, I think we have.
Why didn't he just fly himself into the atmosphere? I mean, seriously, why did he need a brother hug? And
see, now this is what happened Monday night. We're all talking about.
No, it's true. That is true. All right, let's go to a show that no one seems to be talking about anymore. It was one of our favorite shows. 24 came off a great fifth season last May. This season, they're sixth. They opened. It was great. Good action. New characters. They dropped the nuke bomb. Awesome. Things then turned a little sour. Kevin, what happened?
Oh, I don't know, but I keep hearing that ticking clock sound slowing down further and further. It was so painful. I think once they introduced that little chip that Jack had to go and get and return to the. So, and this one microchip represents the entire Russian defense system. I was totally lost at that point, and I was just signed off back then.
The nephew, who cares about the nephew? I mean, it was, and they were retreading plot points from seasons ago. It was a disaster. It was a bomb, no pun intended, wink,
wink. Now you're hating the game. Be careful there, Mr. Snyder.
Exactly, and hate the player.
Well, 2 more seasons were recently announced by Fox. So, Kev, what does 24 need to do to fix itself, or should it just give up?
I don't know. They didn't either send Jack to a foreign country for the entire season, or he needs to go deep undercover somewhere, or we need to find out he's an alien, or that he has superpowers.
So you're saying a shark needs to be jumped in order for you to tune in?
Yes, exactly. At this point, if you saw the finale, wow, yeah, it really needs to happen.
Final word to you, Michael. Which one of these shows should we drop in the fall?
24, unless it's 24 hours of us beating the crap out of the producers for such a crappy season.
I like that show. That sounds good.
That's a good pitch for On the Lot. Thank you, guys. Thanks to Kevin and Michael for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys keeping us in the loop.
Anytime.
Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7, only on G4.